Welcome everyone to the Universe Mode. It is Monster here, as we are joined by GM Nick Aldis on the Go Home SmackDown before Money in the Bank. What does the general manager have to say? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen of SmackDown, it is a pleasure to be here tonight. But there's one thing I need to address right now, so Rhea Ripley, come on out. Fine, Rhea. You don't want to show up again? Well, I'll tell you what. Tonight, we're going to find out your next challenger. And you will be at Money in the Bank no matter what. Well, Rhea Ripley pulling her not showing card once again. And Nick Aldis laying down the, well, information to the champ that we're going to find out her #1 contender tonight. But first, we got a triple threat match for the SmackDown participants in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. First, kicking off with the Father of the Year.
It is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 218 pounds.
Christian Cage going to be the veteran in this match. One of three, I believe, actually. So Christian Cage would love nothing more than to be Mr. Money in the Bank. Looking to build some momentum here in this matchup, though. Let's see if he can pull it out. Of course, sneaking his way into this match. Expect no less from someone like Christian Cage. Of course, Christian Cage also trying to rebuild from a loss last week to this man in mixed tag team action. Adam Cole, baby, in the house. Of course, we know Adam Cole would love nothing more
From Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 210 pounds.
than to become Mr. Money in the Bank. And I believe Adam Cole is very capable of doing such. He's been a top guy basically anywhere he's gone. NXT, the Indies. He's continued to compete at a high level. Would love to cross off Money in the Bank briefcase for his list of accomplishments. Obviously, you hear the crowd firmly behind Adam Cole in this match. Question is, can he continue to build some momentum? Of course, he beat Christian Cage in that mixed tag with Julia and Jamie Hayter last week as well. And here comes the man that got in at the last minute, Switchblade Jay White. course, we know how vicious Jay White can be, how much of a mean streak he can possess. Be very interesting, at least in my book, to see Jay White win that Money in the Bank briefcase. Carry that around. Could Jay White be the next WWE champion? Of course, we'll get to the WWE title picture later on. But right now, Jay White, Adam Cole, and Christian Cage all focus on the task at hand. Obviously, every man in the ladder match probably not going to be at 100%, because the 3 participants from Raw for both matches are also, they competed in the same match as the other 3 from the same matches on SmackDown are. Triple threats to build some momentum, so something to watch out for here. Here we go. Bless me, is Adam Cole already off with a good start, but Christian Cage knocks him down. And now Jay White planning Christian Cage, some beef there from a few weeks ago. Christian qualified. And now Christian Cage takes down Adam Cole there. All these men going back and forth thus far. Cage sent into the corner. Cole with a kendo stick knocks down Jay White. And another shot. And another one by Cole. But Christian from behind with a shot to the back. That's the thing you gotta watch for these multi-man matches. Any of these men could strike at any time. And imagine this with 3 other guys from the Raw side. It's gonna be chaos. The same for the women's side, essentially. There's an exploder there by the Father of the Year, as some would like to call him. The Bulldog from the second rope by Christian. And now Christian's showing off that veteran status he possesses, and Jay White takes him down. And Cole with a super kick. Of course, Jay White, Adam Cole, both in the Bullet Club at one point in their careers. Jay White still technically a part of Bullet Club. In some way, backstabber by Cole. And then Christian right back on offense there. Takes down Mr. Adam Cole, baby. And, oh. Christian missed the elbow. Now going after Cole. Oh, looks like a bit of a glam slam there. Of course, we know Christian's friend Cope and his wife Beth Phoenix used that move. Jay White here busted open now as Christian gets a hit there from the switchblade. 3 men back up here on their feet. Christian into the referee. Down goes Cole. And now a scoop slam there by Christian. Here's a cover. Only a 1 count. Oh! And Christian in position for that super kick. Cole now the shoulder breaker. Now Cole trying to steal one here on Christian. The kick out by White again. Very competitive match here in the early goings. And Christian, oh my goodness, a Canadian destroyer on Adam Cole, but broken up by Jay White. And now White sends Christian into the corner, or into the ropes in a clothesline. Sorry. There's the neck breaker by Cole. Christian with a kendo stick. Is whacking the heck out of Cole. Spear by Christian. Cover on Cole. Christian to get some momentum here. And no. Cole kicks out again. Christian going for Jay White here. Thought we were going to maybe get some double team action between Cole and Christian, but Cole rolls through Jay White there to break up the count. Oh, White's got Cole. Nope. Now Cole going for another kendo stick. Christian working on the arm. Oh! Chops here by Jay White, lighting up the chest of Adam Cole. And down goes White. Nice kick to the head there. White sends Christian in. Oh! Deep six. Or at least that's what it looked like, and Cole breaks up. I think he knocked the ref down too. Cole now busted open by Jay White. And oh, Christian with a kendo stick. Cole doesn't know where he's at, but still breaks up the pin. Oh, Christian into the ref, courtesy of Cole. And knocks down Cole. Christian in complete control right now. Top rope goes Captain Charisma. And he missed wildly. Oh, but Christian from behind. He's got White covered by Christian. And oh, Jay White kicks out of two. And now Christian, one last kill switch. Almost a kill shot. Isaiah Swerve Scott reference, my bad, chat. But kill switch connects. Cole's down. Christian's in the corner. And now White with a sledgehammer. Cole was just stirring. White's going to try and cover him. And Jay White picks up the win. What a huge win by Jay White. What a steal, as a matter of fact. And Jay White building some momentum on his end, going into Money in the Bank. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Gunther once again opens the door for whoever wants to step up to the ring general. Who is it going to be?
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Let's see who it is. Who's going to step up to the plate? Oh boy. Will Ospreay answers the challenge this week. This is going to be good. Can Will Ospreay be the one to dethrone Gunther? Remember, these two have had a clash in the past. But different time, different place. More experience under both men. This is going to be a classic we're about to witness here. And Will Ospreay, man, he needs something, and I'm sure a U.S. title win would be very popular here with the crowd, but Gunther's been destroying any and all comers. But Ospreay's fired up. He doesn't care. He's got all the confidence in the world. But is it going to be enough to conquer the reigning champ? And speaking of, there he is, the United States champion, Gunther. This is gonna be good. I know I've said that multiple times already, but I mean, hey, we're in for it, I'm sure. But Gunther, he's been a fighting champion. You may not like him, you may respect him, whatever it is. Gotta admit, Gunther has been a dominant, defending, fighting champion. And he's about to do it again, right here, right now. And there you see the U.S. title on the line. Can Will Ospreay do what others have failed to do?
Introducing the challenger from England, weighing in at 190 pounds. And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds. The WWE United States Champion, Gunther.
And there you see the U.S. title in the hands of the ring general. Looking to defend it once more here. As we're about to kick off this classic. And here we go. U.S. title match underway here. Both men lock up here in the early going. Gunther with control. Going right to the arm here, Will Ospreay. Not sure if I'd consider it smart. I mean, Ospreay, we know he loves it in the skies. Obviously, the hidden blade, one of his special moves. Ospreay now trying to fight his way out here. Going right to the leg of Gunther. Trying to chop him down. Very smart. Oh, almost an early win here for Ospreay, surprisingly. As now both men lock up again. Now Gunther again with control. You got to think the power lies in the hands of the ring general. Oh, now Gunther trying to roll up Ospreay. Oh, but a kick out. Nice knee drop there by Gunther. And again, now just toying with Ospreay, trying to get him up to his feet. Oh, now Ospreay now with a headlock here. Ospreay trying to get something going in this match, but again, Gunther reverses. Now Ospreay again just wrenching the arm here. Oh, down goes Gunther. Nice chin lock there now by Ospreay, working a grounded style here right now. Not something I usually would think to see from Will Ospreay, but maybe trying to ground Gunther a little bit is my guess. But Gunther breaks free right there. Not what you wanted if you're Ospreay or an Ospreay fan. Oh, almost went for a chop there, but Ospreay with a Hurricane Rana. And now, blow for blow, both these men. Ospreay, out Gunther. Gunther fires back. Now Ospreay again. These two putting on a clinic right here, trading blows with one another. Chop for chop, punch for punch. Who's going to get the upper hand? Ospreay with a step up enziguri. And the champ is down. Ospreay with a huge opportunity right here. Ospreay. Styles clash? Ospreay. Styles clash on the champion. Do we have a new champion? Ospreay. 2-0. Ospreay almost beat Gunther, but he's keeping his foot on the gas. Forearm off the top rope. The athleticism on display. Uh-oh. Ospreay calling for the hidden blade. Is he going to get it? Yes. Hidden blade. Ospreay into the cover once again. Down. No. 2 count on Gunther. You gotta be kidding me. Ospreay now, huge sit-out power bomb. The champ is on. The champ is not looking too great right now. Oh, and a forearm off the top to the outside. But now Gunther reverses, sending Ospreay into the steps, trying to get himself some distance. And now just toying with Ospreay, mocking him. Just disrespectful. But now double underhook. Oh, right through the prime station. And a leg drop followed up by the champ. Gunther not happy with how things are going right now. Ospreay sent to the barricade. Count of 7. Ospreay's got to beat the count. Ospreay. Oh, but Gunther breaks the count, but Ospreay makes him regret it. And a nice, stunner on the outside. And Ospreay is incredible to watch. I'm telling you. On a springboard splash. Ospreay is loving it. Oh, he's calling for it again. If he hits this, we got a new champ, I think. Hidden blade once again. Ospreay covers again. Can he get it this time? Yes! We have a brand new United States champion, and his name is Will Ospreay.
WWE United States Champion.
Will Ospreay has ended the reign of the Ring General. What a performance. My goodness. Props to Gunther, though. He was one heck of a champion. But we move on from that incredible match to a match with some more stakes. As yes, you can see the Death Riders are in full force tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Demolition from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 194 pounds.
His Pac has some huge pressure tonight. If he's able to beat Jimmy Uso in this upcoming match, he will earn him and another member of the Death Riders a tag team championship match at Money in the Bank. That's if he's able to beat Jimmy Uso. Of course, remember Jey Uso beat Jon Moxley a couple weeks back. See if Pac can get something going for the Death Riders here. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of Pac. Of course, we only see him in that U.S. Championship #1 Contender Gauntlet match. You see him in a one-on-one contest, essentially, this time round, against one half of the tag team champions. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Jimmy in singles action either.
And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso.
And I mean, the one time we did see Jimmy wrestle one-on-one, he beat a former world champion in Kevin Owens. So you gotta think Jimmy Uso's got a bit of confidence on his side here as one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. But Pac is no slouch, and if I'm Jimmy Uso, I would not want to look past someone like Pac. So huge stakes on the line for both men, depending on the outcome here, as here we go. Already Jimmy taking down Pac, but Pac already trying to get things going in his favor. Now going right to the arm of one half of the tag champs. Nice little lock up here. Now Jimmy trying to get the arm of Pac, takes him down. And now Pac catches Jimmy with a Hurricane Rana. What a maneuver by Pac, and well, going to show some of his aggression right here. Another shot right to the face of Jimmy Uso. Nice standing moonsault there. And now Pac trying to get some offense building of his own. Putting his knee right on the back of the neck of Big Jim. Gonna show his dominance early on. Gotta think the rest of the Death Riders keeping an eye on this match, cheering Pac on, and well, Jay and possibly Roman Reigns cheering on Big Jim from wherever they're at. Roll up here by Pac. Oh, Jimmy rolls through here. Trying to get a win. Oh. Pac gets out. Backslide here. Either man get a 1 count. And now they're on the outside. Jim wants to try and get him back in the ring, but Pac not allowing him to do it. He wants to get him back in the ring himself. Pac is toying with Jimmy Uso. And back outside he goes, trying to get him back in the ring. Nice shot to the face, another uppercut. Jimmy unloading here. And he's fired up. He's going to get the WWE Universe on his side. Is now Pac in position. Uso to the top rope. Could be going for that Uso splash. No, oh no. Surprised me there. Just a bit of a... It's not really a spiral tap. I don't even know what you want to call that. Jimmy now. Jumping clothesline to the corner. Pac in a world of trouble right now. And now he's in position. He's in the drop zone for Jimmy. Splash. Uso now into the cover on Pac, trying to prevent a defense, and he got it. Pac has been put down.
Here is your winner, Jimmy Uso.
And the Usos have ridden the Death Riders from the tag title division once again. What a huge win for Jimmy Uso as he and Jay continue to prove why, whether together or individually, they are the best tag team here in the WWE. Here we go. Dakota Kai on the way to the ring here. Let's see what the US champ has to say. You know, folks, as a fighting United States champion, I want to prove it, even though I've had my friends coming after me. So, EO, come out. Well, the asking you shall receive. Dakota, I know you heard my challenge last week, and you were a little hesitant. But you see, now I'm freed up for Money in the Bank. So I want to ask politely and respectfully, Dakota, before you say anything more, EO, I know what you're going to ask. And you know what? You got your match. US title, you, me, Money in the Bank. You're on. There you go. There you have it. Women's United States Championship match made official. Dakota Kai versus Io Sky at Money in the Bank. And that's sure to be a barn burner. Well, we had our men's triple threat earlier tonight. Now it's time for the women that are competing in the Money in the Bank. As first off, we got the woman who got in last minute last week, again in the last chance qualifier, Roxanne Perez.
The following is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez obviously would love nothing more than to get back to the women's championship that she lost to Rhea Ripley. And there's a good chance that she'll do it. Question is, can she overcome the 5 other women that are also going for the briefcase along with her? Well, if she can build some momentum in this match, there will be no doubt in my mind that she can do it. And here comes the second woman in this match.
And her opponents, first from England.
As Jamie Hayter already has a bit of momentum on her side. Of course, as mentioned earlier with Adam Cole, she was on the winning team in that mixed tag match with Adam. Like, gonna further build some momentum if she can win this triple threat, including Roxanne Perez and Julia. And boy, Jamie Hayter would love nothing more than to get back to the top of the women's division in a different company. And what a way to do it than by winning the briefcase. And finally, here comes the beautiful Madness, looking to make up for some lost momentum last week in that mixed tag with Christian Cage.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Julia.
And Julia going to be competing in her second ladder match, much like Roxanne Perez. Of course, one of the few women that have some experience in the match. The only other one, I believe, that has experience, well, two, because 4 of them have experience. The only 2 that don't are Jamie Hayter and Blake Monroe. Everybody else in the field has been in at least 1 or more Money in the Bank ladder matches. So experience going to play a huge role, especially for those 4. Julia being one of them. Question is, will it pay off starting here tonight? We're going to find out. Obviously, Jay White won his momentum building match, I consider it. Who comes out on top here for the women? Crowd firmly behind the Prodigy here. As here we go. I know it's Jamie Hayter going after Julia. Unfinished business from last week. Now Roxanne Perez trying to get involved in the action. Of course, Roxanne and Julia have a bit of a history with one another, dating back to their time in NXT. Now Julia again trying to get back on the attack of Jamie Hayter. And I see Julia going under the ring for a kendo stick. Oh! A shot right to Roxanne Perez. Into the ropes. There goes the Prodigy. And now Jamie Hayter gets an elbow for her troubles. Oh! Roxanne in full control right now, planting Julia face first. Now trying to go after Jamie Hayter. Oh, Hayter reverses. Down goes Roxanne. Roxanne right back on the attack. Has Hayter right in the corner. Nice uppercut there. First cover of the match by Perez. Trying to get a win here. Only a 1 count though. Julia not too happy with that. Oh! Big shot right to the face by the Beautiful Madness. Now it's back to Roxanne and Julia in the ring. Oh! Now Julia trying to steal a win here, but kick out by Roxanne. And now Hayter trying to get back in on it. A shot to Julia there. Kendo stick, and Julia, I thought she was going to go for a cover on Jamie Hayter. Maybe thinks she has to do more damage. Going right to work on the legs. Oh, Roxanne submission here on Julia. Roxanne gets her to tap, then she's going to get that very important win, but Julia not giving up easily. Into Roxanne goes Julia. Now Hayter on the attack. Raining down punches. And as again, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, in control of this match. And shot right to the leg, and Roxanne now wielding that kendo stick. Julia with a sledgehammer, breaking up Roxanne's cover there. Uh-oh, Julia's got Perez. And, oh! Right on the sledgehammer and the kendo stick. Thankfully not on the the other end of the sledgehammer, because that probably would have been a lot worse. Cover by Hayter on Julia and a kick out at 2. See Roxanne getting back up, reverses Hayter. Roxanne trying to get her up. I don't think it's going to work. Taking down Roxanne and Julia with a shot there. Julia, the only one standing, looking for another weapon under the ring. This time, is that a baseball bat? Yes, it is. Gonna go take a shot to Perez on the outside. And now, oh, Hayter with a sledgehammer. Catching Julia, getting back in the ring. Hayter, I thought she would have pinned her after that, but no, she's gonna inflict some more damage, it seems like. Kendo stick in the hands of Perez. Julia, oh, went for the Northern Lights bomb, I believe. Oh, caught the kendo stick. Oh, right to the back of Hayter. You can hear that. My gosh. Oh, Perez now has Julia in the corner. Julia reverses again. Now it's Roxanne in the corner once again. Oh, Julia had the kendo stick there. Froze up for a minute. And pays for it. Oh! Huge shot by Hayter. Stunned Roxanne for the time being. DDT almost on the baseball bat. Cover here. Roxanne trying to get it. No, Julia stops the count. Uh-oh, Roxanne. Pop rocks. But Hayter's right there this time. Roxanne close to a couple falls, but the other opponent right there to stop the count. Unfortunately for her. And down goes Julia, courtesy of Hayter, onto those kendo sticks. Julia and Hayter, oh my gosh. Just stomped Julia's lights out. That could be match over, but no, Roxanne Perez saves it again. My gosh. I wouldn't be surprised if Julia's out for the rest of the match after that one. I don't even know how she's still standing, to be quite honest with you. It's a knee right to the back of the head. Hayter stunned on the ropes. Julia might steal one here. No. I'm surprised Julia's even still going after that stomp from the top rope by Jamie Hayter. That's very impressive. Very gutsy, if you ask me. Oh, Perez takes down Julia there. Julia runs in. Roxanne kicks her. Or catches her there. Oh, but Roxanne catches her again. Pop rocks. Cover. And Roxanne Perez picks up the huge win.
Here is your winner, Roxanne Perez.
What a huge win. What a crazy match that was. But Roxanne Perez gets the momentum she's looking for. And now it's full steam ahead for Money in the Bank for her. Can she get back what she believes is rightfully hers? Well, only time will find out. We got 2 more matches left to go, and this one, I have been told by Nick Aldis, will determine Rhea Ripley's next challenger for Money in the Bank. These 2 ladies here. As we got some very interesting potential matchups here, starting with the Bird Lady herself, Lyra Valkyria. And the crowd's super hyped to see Lyra here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
And And Lyra Valkyria would love nothing more than a one-on-one opportunity for that women's championship, especially against someone like Rhea Ripley. But she isn't just gonna get it handed to her. She's got to earn it, and she's for sure gonna do it in this coming match. Because honestly, I think her opponent is a pretty good choice. And we're about to bring her out right now. And it is Julia Hart. Julia Hart, a very interesting choice, I must admit. But we shall see.
And her opponent from Minnesota,
And Julia Hart is sporting a bit of a different appearance this week. Of course, very mysterious, very dark is Julia Hart, I must say. And I honestly don't even want to know if I would want to picture a division led by Julia Hart in the mysterious ways of her, I guess, is the other way I can look at it. I don't know. As here we go, Valkyria, Julia Hart, #1 contendership on the line. And Valkyria not wasting any time. Oh, and she made a mistake right there, a very costly mistake. As now Hart trying to take some control here. Julia Hart, Rhea Ripley. That's a match I actually would love to see as well. Really, two fresh matchups we could get from this. As now Valkyria right to work on the leg of Julia Hart. That's a nice standing moonsault there by Valkyria. Hart trying to catch a breather on the outside. And taking her to the outside. Of course, either of these ladies can win via count out, but I'm sure neither of them want to do it that way. And now Hart want to work on that arm of Lyra Valkyria. Of course, one of Lyra's signature moves of the Nightwing requires her to try and pick up her opponent. Maybe if Julia damages the arm, Valkyria might not be able to perform it that well. Count of 3 now for both ladies. Hart kicks her down, and back in the ring she goes. That was a count of 7, but Valkyria beats the count. Hart gonna go right back on the attack. Oh, and down goes Valkyria. Nice toss there by Julia. Oh, Valkyria with a shot to the head. Stomp right to the chest. Nice shots here by Lyra Valkyria. Going right to work on the leg. feel like Julia Hart might be satisfied with a count-out win. He's doing some damage on the outside. I mean, any way possible. I respect it, but at the same time, when you want the satisfaction of beating your opponent in the middle of the ring, no debates, no controversy, none of that. I don't know, but Hart sends Valkyria back in. Maybe wanting to take what I just said to Hart there. No pun intended. Oh, rope break by Valkyria. Hart went for a kick, but kicks Valkyria in the corner instead. Oh! Nice shot by Valkyria. Springboard crossbody. Valkyria all fired up now. Step up Enziguri. There's a shot to the arm there. Shot to the midsection. Now going to work there on the head. Oh, Hart missed her kick. Valkyria trying to get a cover here. Only a 1 count though. Valkyria back in, sees Julia Hart getting back up. Nice clothesline. Oh. Blocking now, Valkyria to the top rope. Elbow drop connects. Cover on Julia Hart. And Valkyria almost gets the win. Still needs a little bit more to be done to keep Julia Hart down. And she might very well do it. Here it is. Nightwing connects. Cover by Valkyria. And Valkyria has secured a title opportunity.
Here is your winner, Valkyria.
So it's going to be Lyra Valkyria versus Rhea Ripley at Money in the Bank, and what a match that's sure to be. What a fight by Julia Hart, just not enough in the end to defeat Lyra Valkyria. And what a contest. As now, ladies and gentlemen, we move into our main event of the evening. A rivalry that's been reignited within the last few weeks. Of course, maybe a bit of jealousy involved. Moxley, of course, targeting the #1 contender for the WWE title, Hangman Adam Page.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Virginia, weighing in at 228 pounds.
Adam Page, of course, has a date with Destiny with Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank in the next episode. And he wants to make sure that Jon Moxley isn't there to rain on his parade. As Moxley's been getting involved in Hangman's business the last few weeks on the road to Hangman's title match. But Hangman wants to make sure Moxley's out of the picture. And speaking of Moxley,
And his opponent, representing Demolition from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds.
Moxley has been on a bit of a losing streak as of late. I'm sure he would love to right that. Of course, he can't challenge for the WWE Championship whilst Roman is champion. So he's kind of moved his sights onto the #1 contender, a man he's very familiar with, in Hangman Page. gotta wonder if Mox can beat Hangman. What does that do? Not only for Jon Moxley, I'm sure we all know, but what does that do for the psyche of Hangman going into his match with Roman Reigns? The fact that he lost to a guy that's lost to Roman twice now. I mean, you gotta think that might do a bit of damage to Hangman mentally. Obviously, he's probably not even going to enter at 100% after this match. So you got to question the guts of Hangman here. Accepting a match like this just days before, or hours before, looking at the Universe Mode calendar, before his title match. As here we go, Moxley, Hangman, your main event for tonight. Moxley rolls up Hangman, but a rope break. And Moxley just proving his aggression here early. Just taking everything he's got. Hangman just letting out all that pent-up frustration. Drop kick from the second rope by Moxley. Of course, he's very proud of himself. He's lining up his shot here. Moxley. Knee strike right to the head. My gosh. Cover here by Mox, and a kick out at one by the #1 contender. But now Hangman turns the tables. Looking to get some offense in. Now Hangman now with a sleeper on Moxley. But Moxley's not going to have it. He's going to break the submission right away. Nice suplex there. Moxley's been very dominant here early on. Hangman, very little offense thus far. Now both been to the outside. Moxley keep inflicting more punishment. Powerbomb now by the leader of the Death Riders. Of course, his goal is just to take over the show and win all the gold that the group possibly can. Hangman now Angel's Wings on the outside, of course paying homage to Christopher Daniels. And Black Hole Slam on the outside by Moxley. Count of 5 here. I'm sure these fans would not want to see the main event end in a whimper, like a count out. But Moxley doesn't care. He wants to win by any means necessary. But Hangman back to his feet, gonna beat the count seemingly. And now it's Mox in trouble. Powerbomb middle of the ring. Hangman covers. All but a 1 count on Moxley. Nice slingshot there by Hangman, doing some cowboy shit indeed. Mox slips to the back door. Inverted DDT. But mostly all Moxley's. There's dropping the elbow. And now rebound lariat. Moxley just again going on a very dominant string in this match. And while Hangman sees it coming, he gets out, trying to catch a breather. Oh, Hangman slips at the back door like Moxley did, go right to the legs. Very smart Hangman. Oh, that was not very smart. Moxley sends him to the outside. Oh, Hangman hangs him up. And another slingshot over the ropes. Nice power slam. Hangman feeling the energy of the crowd. Like maybe a headbutt of some sort there. Hangman getting Moxley up. What's he going for here? Big boot right to the head. Could he be calling for the Deadeye right here? Mox knows what it's like. Deadeye by Hangman. Mox foot on the rope. Ref doesn't see it though. Hangman picks up the win. And Hangman's momentum continues.
Here's your winner.
But the question is, where is Hangman physically? He's probably not going to enter at 100%, but a win like that will do wonders for Hangman. Well, folks, for Will, even though, I mean, it's his show, but he's not here, we'll have him here for Money in the Bank. And for me, Monster, we'll see you for Money in the Bank. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.